Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Blessed be the name of the Most High. So as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about loneliness, and the Most High been just giving me a bunch of titles for videos he want me to do, and so he said that loneliness is one of the things that some of his people are dealing with in this season, and is causing people to drift away from him because they're looking for temporary fixes in people and things that is just that only temporary, and you're not feeling any fulfillment from those people or those things that you're filling those voids up with. And so we all have experienced loneliness, and there are also people out there who enjoy being alone. Like me, I'm an introvert, and I enjoy my own company. I don't feel like I always have to be around people. I don't care if I have people in my life or if I don't have people in my life. It's not really a big deal. But at the same time, I do have moments where I get lonely too. And I'm just like, dang, I wish I had some companionship, because loneliness, it does sucks. Like, I guess I'm so used to it because as a little girl, I always just been by myself. And, my dad had other kids, but I didn't grow up under the same roof with them. So I was my mom's only child for a while. And so I spent a lot of time by myself, very isolated, and just, very sheltered. I was a sheltered child. And so I got used to just being by myself and just doing things by myself. And I guess it just doesn't bother me that much. But, now that I'm getting older, I realize like how much it would be nice to have someone to be able to go out and do things with, and just have companionship and not feel like I'm always having to do things alone. And it's nothing wrong with doing things alone, so don't feel like you always have to have somebody in your life to be able to have a happy life, and just to be happy, at peace, and content within yourself, and have peace and joy that only comes from Yah. But there are some people who are so lonely to the point that they start to get desperate, like really desperate for attention, and they start to seek attention from almost anybody who will give it. And in cases like this, you can end up receiving attention from the wrong people. Listen, I know, I've been there, done it, and there's nothing wrong with wanting companionship. There's nothing wrong with that, whether it's friendship, whether it be a romantic partner or a close relationship with a family member. Some of us have a cousin that we grew up with and we consider them our best friend, stuff like that. But there are some people who jump in and out of relationships because they don't like being alone. And sometimes they jump in and out of relationships to fill those void, whatever void they're trying to fill. They feel like they can replace it with people. And then only to realize that the people that they're putting in place of that void will still disappoint them, and they may not get what they're looking for out of that relationship. And so they always end up jumping into another relationship. And I know people like that who don't like being alone. And so I just be like, why keep getting into these unhealthy relationships with people? It just don't make any sense. Take some time to heal. Take some time to discover yourself, who you are as a person. What do you want out of life? What do you want out of a partner? Whatever it is, take some time to be alone. It's okay to be alone, because you need to really just focus on bettering yourself, being a better version of yourself, and actually getting to the root of the issue, to why you're lonely and why you're filling those voids with people and things that are only temporary. You're not really getting any fulfillment out of it, because you're going to always be looking for something. You're going to always be thirsty and hungry for something, because you're just not content. Sometimes our loneliness could come when we choose to see our problems as, bigger than the God that we serve. Then we may start looking for an easy escape path or temporary solutions. People and things cannot fulfill our needs. Only the Most High is the only one who can fill those voids. The Most High, His strength is matchless, okay? His strength is matchless, and nothing can defeat us, including our loneliness. When we have Yah, we have everything that we need, and sometimes we don't see it, but we do. And when we surrender our thoughts, our feelings, and lives to Him, deep water will never overtake us, because the Most High, He takes great delight in taking care of us. We are His children. He created us. So what more would He not want for us? He wants us to have good things in life. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to be content. No matter what our life situation may look like, He still wants us to come to Him so He can fill us up with only the joy and peace that He can give us. What the world has to offer, it doesn't compare. It doesn't even come close to what the Most High can give us. We don't have to go turning to another source to help us overcome loneliness. We will never find fulfillment in temporary pleasures. So we have to find our security and peace within ourselves and also in the Most High. Because if we don't, we'll never ever be content in relationships, in your career, or whatever else we have going on. We'll never be quite satisfied. And so Yah says a lot of His daughters and sons, they are allowing their loneliness to lead them down a path of setbacks and destructions, because you're not seeking Him. He's the one who will never forsake you. In Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, it says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." His promises never fail. He is faithful, and He will always be faithful. He is always with us because His Spirit lives within us. So don't let loneliness lead you into unhealthy relationships or unhealthy habits that will lead you away from the Most High. We have to be alert and able to discern when our loneliness is leading us to do things that goes against the word of the Most High, that will lead us to be disobedient and fall into sin. We want to avoid that, and we can't afford to compromise. We cannot afford to compromise at all. So we have to also discern when the enemy is involved, because see, he knows when you are lonely. And so he'll send people into your life to make you believe that they came from the Most High. Everything looks good and it sounds good in the beginning, but when the mask come off, baby, you're going to see them for who they really are. And at the end, you're going to be brokenhearted. And so loneliness can lead to substance abuse, shopping addictions, having multiple partners, erratic behaviors, and so on. And so we really have to be okay in the moment of being lonely and learn and grow in that season of your life where you're just by yourself, because y'all gonna send the right people into your life. He knows what you need and He knows when you need it. So just trust Him and hold on to His promises and know that He's isolated you because He's trying to purge you of everything that is not like Him. He's trying to build you up to be the woman or the man of God that He have destined you to be. And so in order for Him to be able to build the characteristics that you need as a godly woman or man, sometimes that requires you having to be alone. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it doesn't feel good, because sometimes being alone and isolated away from people can be a lot longer than you want it to be. But just know that Yah has a purpose in it and it's for your own good. I hope you can take away from it